내가
Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. They've got Drummond, Rondo out there with Harden, then it's Rodman. And for Chicago, they've got John Morant. Mutombo is out there with Olajuwon. And there's Carter, and it's Mashburn in at the small forward. And it's the Pistons to start out. Rondo against Morant. The three from Harden connects from three-point range.
Big three-point shot from James Harden. Look, this man locks in, and that is his shot.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Pass to Harden. Shot clock at 5. And no good that time. Good work defensively by Carter. Some solid defense by Rodman.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Olajuwon, no luck. And it's Detroit's ball. It's a three-point game. Rodman with it, picked up by Olajuwon. Back to Rondo. Rodman with a screen on Morant. Rondo with a clean look. Top of the key jumper, no good. Morant against Rodman. Morant passes to Mutombo. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And this team encourages Mutombo to take those shots, knowing how efficient he can be inside.
Morant against Rondo. Over Morant. Rondo, no good. Chicago with the ball. They trail by 1. Morant with the bucket.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Rondo against Morant. Now here's Rondo. Not a lot of room. And a deep three from Harden. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's Morant missing. And here are the Pistons. Harden with it. And it's Carter picking him up. Mutombo against Drummond. Back to Harden. If the teardrop falls through, he's now made 2 of 4.
Fooled the D that time. Harden with the soft touch, okay.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Olajuwon with a screen on Rondo. Morant with another miss. Morant's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Rodman. Mutombo with some nice D. Chicago trailing here. Olajuwon outside. No good on the triple. Detroit with the ball. Rondo looking over the floor. Rodman finds Drummond. Drummond is double. Here's Rodman. Outside Rondo. Mutombo grabs the board. Mutombo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Carter for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Snappy play by Carter. The moment he's got an angle, he likes to pull it.
44 seconds left in the first. Cranes the three-pointer. Harden's got 8.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Down low. It's stolen by Mutombo. Olajuwon inside. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
Harden against Carter. Now, here is Harden, guarded closer. And that basket was going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Chicago leading by a point. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Chicago leading. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Andre Drummond is out there with Williams. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Kellogg in at the 3, the small forward. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan. One thing about Starks, he is extremely confident on both ends.
Pass to Kellogg. Back to Ball. Jacks up a 3. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality. Just outworking the shooter, keeping the shot off target, and bagging the rebound.
Pass to Giddey. Back to Ball. Over Brand. And the rejection by Brand.
Perfect timing on the rejection there. This is the type of defense Brand can play.
They get it back.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw drops for Garnett.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Kevin Garnett.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
On the wing, Harden. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Chicago leading by 8. And the call will be against Kevin Garnett. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Chicago making a switch here. Young's checked in. And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
and trying to stem the tide here.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
So it's the Pistons now. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Here's Harden. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
A master at working through contact. Sometimes it seems Harden prefers getting physical on the way out.
And here's Young from the arc. Here's Shaq. Plays it up and banks it in. And Chicago leads by 8.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now here's Harden. 12 points for him. Shot clock at 6. That one doesn't go. It's his 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor. For the 3. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Brand's got the lead up to 10 now for Chicago.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Garnett grabs the board. Chicago with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Really left alone that time. Starks has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Chicago.
And you see the power, but O'Neal shares it nicely as well.
Young against Ball. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Edwards has come in for Chicago. And a switcher also for Detroit. Rondo's checked in for Lonzo Ball. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Young looking it over. Over Rondo. Tries again. And no good. Good D by Drummond. Harden with it. Picked up by Edwards. Harden against Edwards. And Drummond kicks to Rondo. Drummond with a screen on Garnett. Rondo passes to Drummond. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
And the Pistons making a change here. Rodman's checked in. 1:06 left to play here in the half. Shoots it up. Detroit, no good that time either. Here's Chicago. They're on a 14-2 run here. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Young's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
John Morant, he's checked in for Young. Bounce pass from Drummond. The Pistons working the ball around now. Over Wembanyama. And it's Drummond missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And the defense has to be aggressive with Luka from range. Give him any space, and he is looking to pull.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Harden inside the three-point line. Detroit, no good that time either. Chicago leading by 19. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Doncic has got 7 points here in this quarter. Harden against Doncic. trying to end the drought. No good. And so it's Chicago with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it from the participant.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Chicago. Luka Doncic out there with Morant. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Mashburn in at the 4 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Harden, no good. Chicago leading by 21. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And Detroit has possession after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's his first trip to the line.
First team foul. At the line for the Pistons, Tom Mesheridge. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Chicago. Carter comes in for Doncic. No good on the second free throw. Here's Morant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of, can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind. You know Ja Morant, such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
Harden, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Detroit with the ball. Vince Carter getting it to go from deep. Pass to Drummond. In the corner, Harden. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Assisted.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Now here's Morant for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Rondo can't get it to go. Chicago leading by 23. Shot from 12. And it's Morant missing. The Pistons on offense.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Second team foul. Shooting for the Pistons, Tom Meshery, taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Good on both. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And here's Young. Pass to Mashburn. And again, Chicago. No good. Detroit trails by 21. Back to Rondo. Here's Harden on the wing. Defended by Carter. Harden's shot is off.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Young from outside sinks the three-pointer. Young's got 6.
Oh, great look there. Young off a pass would normally knock those down.
And it's Detroit's ball. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And he hasn't gotten anything to go. You can see the frustration mounting as a result. His team, not in great shape either.
Kellogg passes to Rondo. Here's Kellogg. Chicago grabs the miss. Mutombo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Carter driving the lane, and that one is good. And it's 8 points for Vince Carter.
And so tenacious on the attack. I love seeing Carter go all the way on that one.
Pass to Harden. Here's the 3. Olajuwon grabs the miss. Olajuwon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Young. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
It's on Rajon Rondo.
And something you like about Young is how he forces an opponent's hand. He makes you adapt and not the other way around.
Chicago making a switch here. Rand's checked in. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Detroit. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Pass to Drummond. Looking to end the run. He doesn't hit that one. Mutombo is a nice D. And Carter has it in the corner. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Carter's got 8 here in the quarter.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Harden the pass to Drummond. Kicks it out to Harden. Here's Kellogg, covered by Brand. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from Harden. Kept alive. Drummond. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. That drive by Carter. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Now here's Drummond. It's stolen by Mutombo. Vince Carter the bucket on the assist by Mutombo. Carter's got 15 points.
And the fast break finds the right guy. Carter goes all out to make sure they convert.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Kellogg. Over Brand. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's Chicago as they end the third quarter with an energy burst, a 19-4 run. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. We've got Buck Williams, Harden out there with ball, and there's Davis. Here's Harden, sweet move. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Olajuwon's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Young outside. That's good, and it's Olajuwon with the assist. Young's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Chicago. Harden against Carter. Outside, Ball. Fires the 3. Hakeem Olajuwon with the rebound. Olajuwon's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Obviously, Vince Carter's ability to defy gravity is eye-catching. But everything else he does on the floor equally is important. He is a complete player.
Chicago making some changes. Shaq is checked in for Mutombo. And it's Garnett in for Olajuwon. And he sinks the second. Now, here is Harden. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Davis. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Nails the wide open jump shot.
This is Harden's mindset. Consistent at attacking and looking to shoot off the catch.
Young up top. He's covered by Ball. Here's Garnett. Garnett with a screen on Ball. Young, good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Harden. Following the basket by Trae Young. Davis finds Harden. Clock at 6. Over Carter. Harden's shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
The 19-foot shot. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Brand outside. Pass to O'Neal. O'Neal is doubled. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. They get the rebound. Great D that time from Davis. And it's Detroit's ball. It's Harden with the drive. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Look at those handles. Look at James Harden getting crafty with the ball, mixing up the defender.
Young, no good. On the wing, Harden launches a 3. Another miss by Harden.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And here is Ball. Following the three-pointer by Trae Young. Goes up the baseline. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Some changes for Chicago. Starks comes in for Vince Carter. And it's Morant in for Trae Young. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Rodman's checked in. Pass the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Detroit needs to get off a shot here. Fires from way outside. Floats it up there for Morant. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Ball against Morant. Ball, the pass to Davis. Lets it go from 11, and yes, it's good.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Davis with it, guarded now by Shaq. Starks against Ball. Jump shot is good.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Now here is Brand, following the miss by John Morant. Here's Starks, drains the 19-footer.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's gonna put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Rodman, after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Harden's shot is off.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Good on the triple.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Trae Young.